So a question I get asked every day is what's going to happen with the real estate market? And one of the factors that you have to weigh in, whether you're going to rent or buy, is the real estate market. And the real estate market does go up and down, but the stability of the real estate market is key. It's not like the stock market. Real estate is one of the best investments you can make, but understanding how much you're going to pay based on mortgage rates, your credit score, down payments are all really important factors to consider. So the way that the housing market may influence or impact your decision of renting over buying is really how much you can afford. Housing prices have been going up and mortgage rates have gone up. And so that creates a situation where you have to put more money down, and then you're also having to pay more a month than most people are comfortable for. So the first thing I would do, instead of getting discouraged, instead of doing the doom scrolling and looking at mortgage rates or interest rates and thinking that it's impossible for you, is I would go and talk to a realtor. I would tell them your goals. Let them check your credit score. Let them see how much money you make, your debt to income ratio, all those things, and how that factors into getting you qualified for a home. Let them set you up with a search and then start to see what's possible. There's many programs out there. There's no money down programs. If you've served in the military, there's VA programs. There's new home builds that have their own financing. There's also lease purchase, seller carry, all these programs out there that can help you find something that you didn't think that existed. The number one thing that I see with people that don't own a home and are renters is they have this mentality where they think it's impossible that they'll ever be a homeowner. And that's just not true. I used to be that person too. It took time, diligence, and hard work, but my family now owns a home and we are in the same spot. I promise you, it feels impossible. It feels like you can't do it, but we help people do this every day. And so you do need to consider the market. You do need to consider how much you can afford. But if you can make a budget, talk to a realtor, find ways to improve your credit score and ways to save, you're going to see that you can qualify for programs that maybe you didn't know existed or possibly buy in a traditional sense. And so that's how the market can influence whether you should rent or buy. And sometimes renting for a few years with a plan is a really great strategy. But other times, it does make sense to move. So if you're living in a one-bedroom apartment with one baby and another on the way, and you could take the same amount of money that you could put down on a home, a rental, and the security deposit, and use that to pay down the rate to refinance later, that's a strategy that we've used too. And so the situations are not fixed in stone, they're fluid, and they really depend on your goals, where you're at, and the type of deal we can get you.